Hey babe, patio furniture just came in. Already? Send me a pic. Perfect. I can picture us sitting out there sipping our morning coffee, looking out in your garden. And the chairs are so comfortable too. You're gonna love them. I'm sure I will. Wow. Can you believe how far we've come since we first moved in? Yes, the place was a total wreck. With this final edition, it's finally a real home. Our home. Oh, that reminds me. You remember Sophia, our landlord? The lady with all those scarves? Yeah, barely. How is she? Dead. Oh no, what happened? I'm not sure. I think she was sick. Oh, poor thing. Is there gonna be a funeral or something? I guess it happened last week. The only reason I found out is because her husband Amir came over to introduce himself. I guess he's our new landlord now. I didn't even know she was married. I didn't either, but he seems like a nice guy. He assured me that nothing's gonna change with our rent or anything. Okay, cool. So he'll be as hands-off as Sophia was? It seems like that. I hope it's okay that I gave him your number instead of mine. I figured that since you handle all the finances, it would be easier if I didn't get involved. Sure, no worries. I thought you'd say that. Here's his number. Thanks. I'll make sure to send him my condolences. Hi, is this Amir? Hello, is this Lawrence? No, my name's Hudson. Oh, I'm sorry, I saved the number wrong. No worries, I just wanted to send you my condolences. I'm very sorry to hear about Sophia. You already told me that, and it's okay. That woman was a harpy. The world is better off without her. Wow, okay. Well, I'm sorry anyway. Why are you telling me all this again? We talked an hour ago. Oh, I understand. There was a mix-up. You met my husband, Lawrence, not me. I'm at work right now. But if there are any issues with the house, just contact me, okay? Sure. It's nice to meet you, ma'am. Yeah, I'm not a ma'am. My name is Hudson. I don't understand. What don't you understand? So who lives in that house, you or Lawrence? We both do. Oh, I thought we were renting out to a married couple. You are. Lawrence and I are married. But you're both men. Yes. Amir, is there a problem? I think there's a problem. Oh no, what's wrong? Please don't tell me we have to cancel game night. I really want to show off our backyard. No, game night is still on. I was talking about Amir. What happened? I texted him, to introduce myself and say how sorry I was about his wife's passing. He didn't seem too shook up about it, by the way. And he couldn't wrap his brain around the fact that we're a same-sex couple. Honestly, it was like an Abbott and Costello routine. Who? Never mind. The point is, we kept going back and forth, and then when he finally realized that we were two men, he just ended the conversation. So, he seemed upset? I don't know. He stopped responding. So his wife never mentioned to him that she was renting out to a gay couple? I guess not. I have a feeling they weren't too close. So you think he might try to kick us out? No, we have a rental agreement until December, remember? I don't think he can. But I'm worried that he might be more difficult to deal with than Sophia. I hope not. I love this house. Me too. Honestly, let's not worry about it. I'm sure everything will be fine. Hello, Mr. Hudson. Just call me Hudson, that's my first name. It sure sounds like a last name. My last name is Parker Lee. Oh, a hyphenate. One of those. Is there something I can help you with? I believe you're having a wild party right now. I wouldn't say wild, it's just us and 3 friends. Well, I don't want this level of noise at all hours of the night. It's 6:30 and we aren't even playing music. Everyone in the neighborhood can hear you. It's disruptive. Have there been complaints? I'm complaining. Isn't that enough? I really don't think we're being disruptive. You should hear the Hamiltons next door. They blare country music all night long. I don't care about the Hamiltons. I care about you and your house. Aren't the Hamiltons renting from you too? Yes, but there's a big difference between normal country music and the loud, giggling voices of you and your friends. Please end your party. I'm sorry you feel that way. We will not stop the party, but if it means this much to you, I'll ask everyone to move inside. Thank you. Hey babe, when are you coming back? Probably about 20 more minutes. Lola still needs her exercise. So you're walking Lola?
Yeah, I told you.
And you didn't take the car?
Why would I take the car if I'm walking our dog?
Because it's gone.
What?
Our car? It's not in front of the house.
You sure?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm sure. The car is not there.
Huh.
Did someone steal our car?
In this neighborhood? I doubt that.
Then what happened to it? Lawrence?
I don't know. Are you gonna call the police?
No, I think I know what happened. I'll text you later. Amir, did you have our car towed? Yes, you know the parking rules. All cars should be parked in driveways. The road is for driving, not parking. Since when is that the rule? Since you moved in. I'm sorry my wife never enforced this before, but you should have known. And you didn't think to warn me first? Do I need to warn a bank robber that it's against the law before he puts on his ski mask and robs a bank? Huh? You broke the rules. I'm sorry. Here's the number to the impound lot. What about the Hamiltons? Right now I can see 2 pickup trucks parked in front of their house. You want to get them in trouble too? What kind of neighbor are you? Please stop being belligerent. I'm sure it won't cost too much to get your car back. Why are you doing this? Actually, I'm glad you messaged me, because there's been some complaints about your place. It seems you've made some unapproved changes to your yard. What? You're living in my house, remember? And I never allowed you to add all that furniture. It's an eyesore. Our brand new patio furniture in the backyard? Not visible from the street? I'm sorry, but you have to get rid of that. We spent hundreds of dollars on those chairs. Rules are rules. Who complained? Please don't start this again. I didn't start anything. You're obviously targeting us. Am I? Perhaps there's a reason for that. Perhaps you've taken advantage of me. You know, just in case, I'm going to stop by and have a quick look around the inside of your house, in case there are any other violations. No. As your landlord, you're not able to tell me no. I just did. So I solved the mystery of the missing car.
And?
Amir had it towed.
What? Why?
Because he's a bigot and a homophobe, and he's trying to punish us. He said we're not allowed to park on the street anymore.
But everyone does.
I know, I told him that.
So did you call the tow guy?
Not yet, I wanted to tell you first. Lawrence, I am so pissed off right now.
I can tell.
And he said that we have to get rid of our outdoor furniture. It's against his rules. God, first we can't even hang out in the yard because we're too loud and giggly, and now this?
It's okay, we'll figure this out.
But don't you see? He's not going to stop until he runs us out of the neighborhood. He knows he can't break our rental agreement, so he's going to terrorize us until we choose to move.
Well, maybe we should.
What?
Maybe we should move.
No, I love this house, so do you.
Of course I do. It's our first place together, and we've really fixed it up. But maybe it's time we buy a place of our own.
You want to?
Why not? When we first moved here, we didn't have enough money to buy anything, but now we do. Maybe this is the incentive we need.
Maybe.
We can find something closer to the beach.
And as far away from Amir as possible.
Yeah, why not?
But then Amir wins.
So, I think it's something we should really look into. Vanessa's a realtor, remember? I can give her a call.
Not yet. I'm not ready to leave this place.
Okay, I understand. Lola finally peed, so we're on our way back now. We can talk about this later.
Yeah, I'm calling the impound lot now.
Hey, Hudson, guess who came over for a surprise visit?
Jesus.
No, it's Amir, but he kinda looks like Jesus. He's inspecting our place. He has a notepad and everything.
What a jackass.
He said he already told you that he was coming over.
Yeah, he did. And did he mention the part where I told him no?
That must have slipped his mind.
Can you see what he's writing on his little notepad?
No, but he's already filled up a page and a half, and he's taking photos of everything.
God, he doesn't even know what the house was like when we moved in. It was a dump, broken windows, nothing but dirt in the yard. We've done nothing but improve the property since we got here.
I know. He better not mess with my garden.
Okay, it's settled. Let's move.
Really?
Yeah, call Vanessa. I think it's time to go house hunting. It's been a week and you still haven't removed your patio furniture. It's been 3 days. We'll put it in storage, don't worry. And how do you even know that? Were you snooping around our backyard? I hope you're not stringing me along. I want that furniture gone. So that's it? No other complaints? What do you mean? You spent 3 hours walking around our house. You're telling me that you didn't find anything else to complain about? Nothing against the rules. Though I hope no children come and visit. Some of your photos are wildly inappropriate. No, they aren't. Look, I think it's time that we're honest with each other, okay? Let's not beat around the bush. You clearly have a problem with the fact that Lawrence and I are gay. You know I can't answer that. Because you don't want us to sue you for discrimination? Come on, we're not going to do that. Just be honest about why you hate us. I don't hate you. Then why are you always causing problems? I'm not. I'm being an attentive landlord. Yeah, so you're treating the Hamiltons the same way? This has nothing to do with my other properties. Exactly. It has to do with us. Come on, say it. Or don't you have the balls? Fine. I don't approve of your lifestyle, and I don't understand why Sophia turned a blind eye. Because we're good tenants. Because the last people who rented this place decided to spend all their money on meth instead of paying their damn rent. Because she wasn't a bigot. Clear out your patio. Fine. Hey babe, did you talk to Vanessa about that house on Reynolds?
Not since yesterday. Why?
Let's put in a bid.
Don't you think that's a little fast? We haven't even seen any other options yet.
I know, but I just have a feeling. You do too, right? You liked it as much as I did.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's start negotiating.
I'm sensing that you had another run-in with Amir.
Just a text exchange. It was unpleasant.
What's new?
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. But talk to Vanessa, okay?
I'm calling her now.
Hello, Amir. I wanted to ask you if we can end our rental agreement early. How early? By the end of this month? I see. Don't string me along. We both know this is what you want. I don't know. This is pretty sudden. So would you rather us stay until December? No, you're right. I already have a real couple that's interested in the property. Oh. Now I understand why you spent all that time inspecting the house. You were just taking pictures to show the potential buyers. That's not a crime. Whatever. So what do you say? Can we tear up the contract? I believe we can. Great. And I assume we'll be getting a refund for our deposit? No, of course not. You've made too many changes to the house. What? It's only $3,000? We spent so much more than that on the house since we've been here. I'm sorry. There were too many changes. I see. So if we restore everything exactly to its original condition, would we get that money back? No. Why? Okay, fine, whatever. I'll be out of town until the 31st, but when I get back, I want you to give me the keys to your house and then we'll never have to see each other again. Fine by me. And when my new tenants move in, I want there to be no signs that you and your lover were ever there. It should look exactly the way it did before. Do you understand? I understand perfectly. Thank you. Hey, Lawrence, I think we'll have to crash with your sister for a bit.
What did you do?
I ended our rental agreement. We're supposed to be out by the end of the month.
But that's in a week. And Vanessa hasn't even accepted our offer yet.
Yeah, it's fast, but I just have a feeling this is the best option for us.
Wow, who knew you'd be the reckless one?
I'm not reckless, I'm just angry.
I like it. It's kind of hot.
Thanks. And there's something else I need to ask you. Do you still have the photos of the house from when we first moved in?
Back when it was a total wreck?
Yep.
I think I do. Why?
Because Amir wants us to restore the house to its original condition.
What do you mean?
It means we have a week to absolutely trash the place.
I've never been more turned on in my life.
Hi, Amir. What the hell did you do? We moved out. The keys are under the welcome mat, right next to that giant pile of dirt. The house is absolutely destroyed. My new tenants are supposed to see the house this afternoon. How could I possibly show them this? Not my problem. I'm gonna sue you for everything you have. Do you understand? Once I get my lawyers involved, I'm gonna drain you dry. No, you're not. This is exactly what you wanted, and I have proof in your own words. I never told you to destroy the house. No, but you told me to put it back in its original condition, so that's exactly what I did. The previous tenants were meth heads, Amir. They made the place into a dump. Here, I even have photos of what it used to look like. Lawrence and I spent days making sure the house looks exactly the same now. Every broken window, every faulty socket. That's not what I wanted. Forwarded, and when my new tenants move in, I want there to be no signs that you and your lover were ever there. It should look exactly the way it did before. Do you understand? Those are your words, Amir. And as a good tenant, I followed them to the letter. Check with your lawyer if you want, but it seems to me that this is all your fault. You know, Lawrence and I chose this place because we knew that we'd be able to fix it up and make it into a home. And for 3 years we did. And then you came and ruined everything. I hope you're happy. Oh, and I expect to receive that $3,000 as soon as possible. After all, I worked really hard to trash the place. It really is true what they say. Gay couples always increase property values, so don't mess with us. It was sad to destroy our first house like that. We had so many good memories there. But we had a really nice farewell party there. And we were able to ship all our stuff into the new place. We even figured out how to transport Lawrence's garden. We ended up staying with Lawrence's sister for a couple weeks before we moved into our new place, and oh my god, we are so happy here. It's a bit bigger, but it already feels like a real home. It helped that we were able to take so much of our old stuff with us. It's been a couple months since we moved, and Amir still hasn't given us our deposit back. He's avoided all my calls. I've decided to take him to small claims court for the $3,000. Lawrence just wants me to drop it, but I told him that it's really not about the money. It's about getting the last laugh.
Hey Jean, what's up? How are you feeling after your first day as a barista? Was it everything you hoped and dreamed it would be?
You're so funny, Natalie. I knew we'd get along as soon as I saw you. I just had that feeling. And yeah, I feel great for the most part.
Why just for the most part? You did a great job. Not one person complained about you, and that hardly ever happens even to me.
Wow, really? Even after I put nutmeg in that lawyer guy's cappuccino when he threatened to sue me?
Oh, yeah, well, besides that guy, no one complained. You couldn't have known he had an allergy to nutmeg. And just a tiny hint of it would send him into complete and total anaphylactic shock.
Yeah, I mean, that could have happened to anybody, right? I mean, it couldn't have been the first time.
No, not at all. Actually, it's quite common. You'd be surprised how many people have violent allergies.
Well, I didn't know that. Well, anyway, I'm just so glad to finally have a job. I've been looking for so long. And D-Side Coffee Bar is such a cool place. I've been going there since it opened, and I always thought it would be so cool to work there.
How old are you again, Jean?
I'm 21. Why, how old did you think I was?
Oh, well, I don't know, 14 maybe?
Yeah, I know, I look young, but my grandma and mom always say that'll be a big asset when I turn 50.
So do you get that from her side of the family?
Oh, definitely not my dad's side. No way. That side of the family is a mess.
A mess? Oh, really? Do tell.
Oh, believe me, you don't even want to hear about it. But I'll tell you anyway.
Okay.
Well, they're just like Kentucky Hill people. You know what I mean?
Oh, so not like us cool, towny Kentucky people.
Well, you know the type. I mean, we grew up with them. You know, they're our family. The kind that we love, but don't love. You know what I mean?
Us?
Well, you know what I mean. Gay boys like me, and really out there ones like me.
Oh, well, screw that. Forget about them. Who cares? That's what I've done with my family who don't accept whatever decisions I've made.
Yeah, well, that's easier said than done for some folks, I guess.
I know. I don't mean to presume anything. I'm sorry. It's none of my business. It's not like we know each other very well or anything.
No, that's okay. Like I said, I feel a connection to you. I definitely do.
Well, good. I do too. And if we ever get anybody in our coffee shop like that, I'll beat them up for you, believe me. Because if they don't want to deal with different types of people, then they shouldn't be in a trendy upscale coffee shop.
Well, I don't know, Natalie. Even bigots deserve a decent cup of espresso, don't you think?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they do.
Well, I do. And even if they hate me, I'm going to do my best to make them the best cup they've ever had.
Oh, honey, you're so young. Bless your heart.
What? What do you mean?
Well, it's just... Oh, nothing. I shouldn't get into it. Like I said, we just met.
No, seriously, it's okay. Go ahead.
Well, I just don't want you to get your heart broken by the world, but I know it's inevitable with age, and that makes me sad.
Wow, that is, pretty bleak and depressing, Natalie. So I guess my cheery optimism will have to balance out your dreary angst in this friendship.
Think you can handle that?
Oh, that's okay. I've been down that road before. You're nothing I can't handle, Natalie.
Okay, cool, Jean. So what do you think of our owner and manager, Janet?
Oh, well, she seems pretty cool.
She is, actually. She's really cool. She really supports the community and a lot of great causes.
And she definitely seems to be a friend of people like me.
Oh, yeah, she's a big supporter.
Okay, cool. That makes me feel better. I'm so glad that I'm growing up in such an accepting environment.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Jeez, you are negative, aren't you?
Well, I don't know.
Well, it's certainly a lot better for me now than it was my gay great-uncle, from what I've heard.
Oh, yeah, I can only imagine. And he lived in Kentucky, too?
Yep, Eastern Kentucky his whole life. Well, wasn't that long, actually.
Oh, no, he died young?
Yeah, it was kind of tragic.
So he was in Eastern Kentucky. I have some family there, too. A lot of them worked in the mines. Was it related to that, lungs or something? That stuff is a killer, literally.
Well, no, not exactly. Although I guess that's what the family wanted everyone to believe, that it was lung cancer.
It wasn't? What was it then? Geez, I am so nosy. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. These things are important to talk about. It was, AIDS, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess it was really scandalous. I mean, it was the 80s and all. He'd gone to New York on a trip and came back, and a few months later, he just got sick.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry, Jean.
Well, I mean, it's okay. This happened years before I was even born. But it just goes to show you how freaking scary things used to be.
Well, I can assure you, you're in a safe and loving environment at D-Side Coffee Bar, and I have your back, new friend.
Thanks, new friend.
Hey, Jean, how are you holding up?
Oh, just under the covers, crying my eyes out, wishing I was anyone but who I am. What about you?
Still at work, cleaning up, babe. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve that. No one does.
Well, neither do you.
Neither do I what?
You don't deserve me running out and going home and you having to close the coffee shop all by yourself.
It's okay. I understand. What happened was very upsetting for everyone there, I think.
Nobody's ever talked to me like that before. I mean, even when I was bullied in school, it didn't feel like that. Kids are one thing, but when an adult makes fun of you like that?
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to call that tall stack of fat cakes an adult, Jean.
No, don't call him fat. That's mean.
But Jean, he called you the F word. Among many other things, some of which I'd never even heard of.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to stoop to his level. When they go low, we go high, right?
Right, I guess, Jean. Do you even know what set him off? I mean, I didn't even see him come in, which is crazy. I don't know how I missed him.
As soon as he saw me, he was staring at me, just like I was some weird alien creature. And then he walks up to the coffee bar and he's looking up at the menu and tapping his fingers on the counter and going all like, let's see.
Yeah.
And I could tell he was just pretending to look, because then he just kind of stops all of a sudden, and looks down at me. And then he looks down at my pearls and then over at my dangly earring.
I love that dangly earring.
Well, thank you. But then he looks up at me real slow and he makes a big show of it, And then he says, "Do y'all have any non-gay coffee drinks at this place?"
Oh my God, he did not say that.
Yeah, he said it, but that wasn't all. He ordered just a drip, so I got that started for him.
What was his name?
Oh, that was the other weird thing. He said his name was Light Bulb.
Light Bulb? I think I missed that part. Why a light bulb?
Because he gets so many great ideas.
For real? Is that what he said?
Yep. Can you believe that? I mean, isn't that the stupidest thing you've ever heard?
Yeah, that's up there pretty high, Jean.
But after that was when Harry came in.
Oh, yes, Harry, your boyfriend.
Be still my beating heart, I wish, but he'd never even consider it, I know.
Oh, come on, don't sell yourself short. I see the way you two talk when he comes in.
Really? Do you pick up on anything?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think there's something there for sure. Some real potential.
Well, I think the light bulb saw the potential too because he was eyeballing us the whole time we were talking.
Yeah, that's about the time that I came in, I think.
And then he said what he said.
Such a stupid cliche, too.
Get a room, you two!
Ugh, what a freaking jerk.
Well, you yelled at him good and proper now, didn't you? I think that made everyone more uncomfortable than he did, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm honestly a little afraid that Janet is going to hear about that one.
Well, I think there were just a couple other people in there, and they were both regulars. 8?
Yeah, I guess you're right, so maybe not. We'll see.
Plus, I mean, she's cool with me. Wouldn't she be on our side?
Well, yeah, I guess you're right, but she definitely doesn't want to lose any business. Not right now. But like you said, they were regulars.
But what if he comes back, though?
Oh, trust me, that guy isn't coming back. No way, Jose.
But why not? How do you know that?
Well, why would he return to the scene of the crime? After the way I yelled at him?
You did tell him never to come back.
I banned him.
Do you have the power to really do that, though, babe?
No, actually, not at all. But hopefully he doesn't know that and wouldn't think to follow up.
Well, I just hope I never see that man again. I'm afraid I'm going to see him in my nightmares tonight.
Oh, Jean, honey, don't worry about that jerkwad. You know he's just an ignorant idiot, right?
Well, of course I do, but I don't know. I guess I've just never really experienced that kind of discrimination out in public.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry that the world is the way it is. I'm sorry you're getting your heart broken.
Hey, who said I was getting my heart broken? It's not broken yet, all right? Cracked, okay, maybe, but I'm not a cynic like you.
Yeah, well, not yet.
Nope, not ever.
Hey, Natalie, how's it going? Hey, Janet, what's up? Everything okay at the shop? Oh, yes, everything is fine. I just wanted to make sure that you were enjoying your day off. Yeah, well, sure I am. Just getting some errands taken care of. Maybe I'll go see a movie later or something. Oh, what are you going to see? I don't know. Gene gets off at 6, and I was thinking of taking him to see the new John Wick movie. He loves Keanu, and it's his birthday next week. Keanu's birthday is next week? No, at least I don't think it is. It's Gene's. Oh, right. Well, yes, Gene. Speaking of jeans. Well, what about jeans? Well, I heard about that little dust-up with a light bulb the other day. Oh, did you? How did you hear about that? Oh, well, I heard about it from a light bulb, of course. Wait, you know the light bulb? Well, yes, actually I do. He's my brother-in-law. Wait, what? That guy is your sister's husband? Well, yes, Natalie, that is what a brother-in-law usually means. But since when? Oh, since about 2003. Oh, jeez, I had no idea. And if you had, would it have made any difference? Well, what do you mean? I mean, if you had known that I was related to the man, you would still have defended your friend Jean, right? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I would. I guess it wouldn't have made any difference who he was. Yes, well, that's what I thought. That's part of why I hired you, you know. Why? Because I yell at customers? No, because you stand by your principles. Well, gee, thanks. So, aren't you the little social justice warrior? Well, I haven't heard that phrase in a while. I was being sarcastic, but anyway, please don't pay any more attention to the light bulb, and I've already cleared it up with the other customers. Have you cleared it up with Jean, though? Well, no, Jean and I haven't spoken a quote yet, but I plan on speaking to him soon. So you guys are just working together today, pretending none of that happened? Look, I said I'll talk about it with him. It's just difficult. I've never had a situation like this before in my shop. Much less with a relative. That can be a very delicate situation, especially with the light bulb involved. What's with the light bulb thing anyway? He said it was because he gets so many good ideas or something? Oh yes, that's all part of the family sarcasm on that side. His great ideas include things like sledding down the Dover Dam during a blizzard and breaking both legs, and water skiing on mushrooms blindfolded with noise-canceling headphones. Oh, well, I suppose those are ideas, at least. Proves he's always thinking. Oh yes, he's always thinking, all right. And he's also a vicious bigot. Ugh, I am so sick of these frickin' people. I know, I swear, just when you think it's getting better. Well, yeah, a lot of people are still suffering out there, still living in fear, still in hiding. The poor souls, I feel so sorry for them, and it doesn't help still having people like light bulbs around. Well, what does your sister see in him anyway? He seems like the least appealing person on the planet. Well, I suppose everyone has their special someone, but you're right, I never got it either. None of us did. Maybe she feels sorry for him. Who knows? Well, what's there to feel sorry for? There doesn't seem to be anything pitiful about him except his face. Good one, Natalie. Sorry, I'm tired. Well, his parents have money, you see. Oh, I see. So, as long as he keeps her in the 12-jet hot tub on the back deck and the new truck every 2 years, she puts up with him. Ugh, well, no thanks. That's no life for me. No, me either. I'd rather be poor and single, which, well, I am. But I've never seen him here before. Does he ever come in? No, hardly ever. And when he does, it's after hours and he demands free coffee. Oh, great. I think he actually paid for it the other day, though. Yeah, well, that's because I put a stop to the freebies after I realized his tab was upwards of $500 a month. What? Oh my God, how much coffee does he drink? His heart must be about to explode. I'm not so sure he sleeps, to be honest with you. Well, what does he do for a living? I don't know. He works from home. Some finance things. He's got his own money, too, so she isn't going anywhere. No chance. So he's got all this money, he's got everything he ever needs, yet he picks on defenseless skinny gay kids just trying to do their jobs? Yep, that's a light bulb for you. God, I hate everything about him. Well, Gene seems to be taking it okay. He's as cheery as he ever is today. He's just putting on a brave face. I know that he's hurting inside. Really? He seems fine to me. Trust me, he's not. Well, anyway, so I'll see you tomorrow then. Remember, we're opening an hour earlier. Yeah, bright and early. Let's just hope the light bulb doesn't show up. He better not. I banned him. Right, dear. You banned him. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Janet, what the hell was that? Would you please enlighten me? I'm sorry, Natalie, but I had to do it. I had to fire Gene. This is my business, and I can't tolerate that kind of behavior. Oh, really? You can't tolerate that kind of behavior, yet you can tolerate your brother-in-law yet again? Coming in here and harassing your staff after I banned him? Well, I'm sorry, dear, but you really don't have the authority to ban any of my customers. Any of our customers, Janet. I've been with you since you opened this place, remember? Yes, but I don't recall seeing your name on any of the papers, or you paying any of the rental fees. You know what I mean. I've put just as much work in as you have. Well, that still doesn't mean that you get to just kick people out. I don't understand. I thought you were all for him being out of here a few weeks ago. And then he comes in here, harasses Gene yet again, and you take his side this time? Well, Natalie, Gene threw coffee in Lightbulb's face. I'm sorry, but that's assault. I can't tolerate that. Oh, come on, please, Janet. It was iced coffee. Yes, very iced. You think the guys are going to get pneumonia and die from getting cold iced coffee thrown at him? Well, he has pre-existing conditions. I don't get it. You basically said this guy was a piece of crap and now you're not defending your staff? You don't understand, Natalie. Well, what's to understand? The guy deserved it. He's a homophobe and a bigot. No, you just don't get it. Well, did other customers complain? There was one other person in the place, and it was just Mr. Prescott, and he's deaf as a cuttlefish. Just trust me on this, Natalie. Well, you have to explain it to me. You can't just hint at something, otherwise I'll never let it go, and you know it. Fine, all right. If you want to know so bad, I'll tell you. I'm waiting. Go ahead. He funds this place. What? Yeah, during COVID. He's the only reason that we stayed open. He floated me the cash to keep us going. I had no idea, Janet. Well, it's true. But why would you want to accept his cash? A guy like that, to get in bed with him? I mean, business-wise, metaphorically speaking. What could I do, Natalie? It was either that or sell the place. And then you'd be out of a job. Would you have wanted that during all of that? No, I guess not. But sadly, that's the way the world works. You have to make deals with people who don't fit your little ideology sometimes. You and your friend Jean need to start getting that. So you're really firing him, huh? I'm sorry, Natalie, but if you were in my position, you would understand. It's just not right, Janet. Have you ever spoken to him since? Do you know what he's like right now? No, and I doubt he'd want to speak to me. You're right about that. He doesn't want to talk to anybody. Well, maybe you should try talking to him anyway. Fine, I will. But can you get it done before you come back from your break? We're getting really swamped in here. And now that I've fired Jean, well, I'm getting a little frazzled. I don't exactly know how to work this new espresso machine like he did. Okay, fine. Sure thing, Janet. Hey, Jean.
Hey, Natalie.
How are you doing?
Well, how do you think I'm doing? Sorry, that sounded kind of mean, didn't it?
No, I totally get it. I would be upset too. I mean, I am upset. I'm really upset. I'm thinking evil thoughts, I have to tell you, Jean.
Well, I'll be honest, I kind of am too. And you know me.
Yeah, you're like the most purely good person in the world.
Well, I'm beginning to think I'm pretty naive to be like that. I think that old Jean is slipping away. Maybe the real world is just as cold and cruel as they said it was. As you told me it was.
Well, it can be pretty rough out there, I'm not going to lie to you, but I do have your back, like I said. And I still have it, I'm not going anywhere. And hey, I'm proud of you, kid.
Proud of me? Why are you proud of me? Proud of me for losing my temper and getting my butt fired?
No, proud of you for standing up for yourself.
Well, I don't think it helped anything. Lightbulb just laughed at me and I ended up without a job. If I just paid him no mind, I'd be fine right now.
No, you wouldn't be fine. Maybe you'd have taken the high road, maybe you would have turned the other cheek. But Lightbulb's designer redneck t-shirts wouldn't have been ruined.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. And it was so ugly anyway.
And I have it all on video. I swiped the security footage.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to see that or not.
I'll save it for a rainy night. When a lot of time has passed, we've been doing a little imbibing.
Well, I think I'd have to see that again.
And by the way, he wasn't smiling because he thought it was funny. He was smiling because he was embarrassed.
Really? You think so?
Oh yeah, he had no idea you were capable of doing that. He probably has some newfound respect for you. In his own sick, macho way.
Ugh, I don't get that.
Who knows with them?
Yeah, well, who knows with any of them? You and I, we need to stick together.
Yep, yes we do.
Because we're alike in a lot of ways, Natalie.
Yeah, I know. We do have a lot in common.
You know, Natalie, it's okay. You can be yourself around me. I get it.
What do you mean?
Come on, Natalie, be serious. I saw the way you and that blonde girl talked to each other.
Oh.
It's okay, really.
So you know?
Of course I know. I've always known.
Wow, so it's that obvious, huh? I thought I could hide it a little bit better than that.
Well, you can, but not everyone can pick up on it as well as we can.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess not, but wow. Sorry, I'm just,
So don't many people know about it? You haven't told that many people? I'm not the first, am I?
No. I mean, I'm 30 years old. You're not the first person who guessed, but it always just kind of comes as a shock to me when somebody does it. I never really talk about it much. My family isn't super accepting.
But what about the coffee shop? I thought Janet was cool.
Well, I thought she was too, but I don't know. I guess a part of me just thought that it was nobody else's business.
Which it isn't.
Yeah, right, but I guess the outer part of me was just afraid of being judged, of being looked at as different. Especially where we live. I guess I didn't want what happened to you this week to happen to me, but in a way it kind of did anyway, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess it's unavoidable, and you just have to stand up for what's right when you get the opportunity to.
Well, maybe I have an opportunity now.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe I just won't go back from my lunch break.
You're just not going to go back?
Yep, and she said she's really swamped.
Oh, crap. Natalie, are you serious? She's going to have a mental collapse and fire you.
Well, yeah, Jean, that's kind of the point.
Oh, right. Well, dang, I can't believe you're going to do this. You've been with her since the beginning, right?
Yeah, well, we'll find other jobs.
Okay, well, I have your back too, babe.
Natalie, where are you? This place is going crazy. I have a line out the door, 12 orders. I have no idea how to make any of them, and there's no one else here to help me. And you were supposed to be back 20 freaking minutes ago. Yeah, well, I'm not coming back. Sorry, Janet. What? What? Yeah, Jean and I are going to the movies. We're going to go see John Wick 4. Again. But you can't. You're in the middle of a shift. A shift? A shift where? A shift here at the coffee shop at your job. Job? I don't have a job. You're damn right you don't, because you're fired. Well, yeah, I assumed so. I can't believe you're doing this to me, Natalie. Why are you doing this to me? Because I don't work for people who are supported by bigots, Janet, or who sells our values for money. You have to stand by your principles. Oh, whatever, Natalie, principles. Grow up and get with the program. There are no values, there are no principles, there are only 10s, 20s, and 100s. Yeah, well, not for us, babe. Bye-bye. Wait, no, I need help. Please come back. You can bring Gene, and he can have his job back, too. Please, no. Oh, wait, one last thing, Janet. What? What? Anything? I have a to-go order. Could I please get a cappuccino with an extra shot of saltiness? The coffee shop was so insane that day that Janet was forced to close for the rest of the week just to recover and find new staff. Lightbulb ended up getting pneumonia from the iced coffee Gene threw at him. Apparently, it was very, very cold. However, he unfortunately made a full recovery. But after all of the drama, he decided to pull his funding from the coffee shop, and Janet was soon forced to close its doors. Natalie and Jean found new jobs at a coffee shop across town that just opened. It was independently owned, and they had total faith in the owners. A gay couple who also owned a bookstore next door. Here, Natalie finally felt free to be herself. She came out and even met someone in the bookstore. They often go on double dates with Gene and his coffee shop boyfriend, who Lightbulb failed to scare away from him.
When are you coming home? Not until late. Miguel and I are going to watch the football game, and we'll probably eat something after, so I'm guessing 9, 10?
That's not going to work. I need you home right now.
Why?
Because I need to head back to the office. You're going to watch Sammy. And if you can swing by the supermarket to get more groceries, that would be great.
But I already have plans. Why didn't you tell me about this before?
Because I just found out. Don't be upset. You don't even like football, right?
That's not the point.
You'll have fun with your little brother. You can help him set up his new Lego set. It's a spaceship.
Is this mandatory, Mom?
Yes.
Fine. But just for tonight, right?
Yes, only tonight.
Okay, I'll head home. How's the game? Boring without you. Don't be mad. I'm not. Actually, I'm kind of jealous. I'm sure you're having a total blast with Sammy. Yeah, totally. A dream come true. Aw, Legos! What are you two making, a castle? It's a spaceship. We're not very good at following the directions. Oh. And I know I'll be the one who has to clean everything up, so I only opened half the kit. I miss you. Miss you too, but I promised to make it up to you. I'm totally free tomorrow, and I'd like to take you somewhere nice. Yeah? Dinner and a movie? Or more likely, lunch and a movie. I'd love that.
Darren, I know you had plans, but my boss just called and needs me back at the office again. Please come home.
No.
I think my job is a little more important than your free time.
What free time, Mom? I'm always watching Sammy. Please, it's Saturday. Just let me do my own thing.
I'm sorry. I know it doesn't seem fair right now, but you have to understand how important my work is.
I really can't. I've already canceled once on Miguel, and I don't want to do it again. Besides, we're at the theater, and we just bought our tickets. It's too late.
If you don't come home right now, there will be consequences.
What else can you possibly punish me with? More laundry and cooking? No. Like I said, I'm not going to disappoint Miguel.
Why does it matter? He'll understand.
It matters, okay? I already bought our tickets.
He made you pay for them?
Whatever, I gotta go.
Darren, there's something you're not telling me. You're not at the movies, are you?
I am.
Then why is this such a big deal?
Because Miguel is my boyfriend, okay? We're dating. We've been dating since freshman year. And all the extra time I spend at home means less time with him, and neither of us are happy about that. Okay? You asked the question, so I'm giving you an honest answer. Now will you just let me live my life?
We'll talk about this later.
So what's with the radio silence? I called you an hour ago.
I know, sorry, I've been cooking dinner.
Again?
Yep, in addition to the cleaning and the laundry, and making sure Sammy doesn't wreck the house again.
Wow. So do you think your mom is punishing you for coming out to her?
Nah, this has been going on for way longer than that. It's because she works all the time, and I know she's always stressed, but I wish she'd realize how much she's asking me to do.
I'm sure she does. I'm sure she appreciates it. So, no weirdness?
You mean now that she knows her son has been secretly dating another guy under her nose? Not really, she just kind of avoids talking about it.
That's not good.
Yeah, I guess it's not.
She likes me, right?
I think so. I mean, she did back when she thought you were my platonic friend.
Invite me over.
What?
It sounds like she hasn't really processed things yet, so invite me over so she can see that we're just a normal high school couple. It'll be nice. And I haven't seen your little brother in forever.
You're not missing much.
Please.
Sure. How about this? The next time Mom makes me cook dinner, I'll invite you over. What do you say?
Depends on the dinner.
Miguel?
I'm joking. Of course. Any day works for me. My schedule's wide open.
Lucky you. Hi, Darren. How's your day going?
Fine.
Great. I remember what it was like to be a teen. Not a care in the world. Appreciate it while you can, because pretty soon you'll be an adult. Swamped with work and struggling to stay afloat.
What do you want, Mom?
Can you make dinner tonight? Again? Please, honey, I know I promised that it would only be twice a week, but I really need some help here.
Fine. I'd be happy to.
Great, thanks.
In fact, I want to try out a new recipe. I saw it on YouTube.
Whatever you want.
And I'd like Miguel to come too.
Oh, honey, you know I'm not comfortable with that.
Why not? Miguel has eaten with us plenty of times.
Don't start. You know that it's different now.
Okay, I guess I won't make dinner then.
This isn't a negotiation, Darren.
No, I'm not negotiating. I just won't bother cooking again until my boyfriend can share it with us. That's all.
You're being disrespectful.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm just a carefree teen, right?
If I allow Miguel to come over, will you make dinner?
Gladly.
Okay, then you can invite him. But he's not staying over.
It's a school night, Mom. He wasn't going to.
Good. Are you at school now?
You know I am, Mom. It's 10:15.
But you're allowed to text?
Only if it's an emergency. Is this an emergency, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you this morning, but you left before I could.
I have band practice Thursday mornings. You know this. What do you want?
I wanted to make a polite request. And I was hoping to do it face to face so that you don't misinterpret me.
Just tell me what you want. Is it more babysitting, cleaning, what?
I don't want Miguel in my house anymore.
What? I thought last night went really well. I was listening to you two talking about American Idol.
Yes, he does have good taste in television. But to avoid any future problems, I think it would be best if Miguel didn't come over.
Ever?
Well, not ever, but not when Sammy's home.
Why?
Because he's just a kid. I don't want him to learn anything inappropriate at this age.
If Miguel was teaching him swear words in Spanish, I'm sorry. I'll ask him not to do that again.
It's not about Spanish.
Tell me exactly what it's about then, because I think I have an idea, but I need you to say it.
Last night, while you were saying goodbye to Miguel on the porch, Sammy asked what you two were doing, and he asked me how two boys could love each other like a boy and a girl.
And what did you tell him?
I told him he was too young to understand, and he promised never to bring it up again. That's why I don't want Miguel to come over again. Sammy's much too young to know about what goes on in that world.
That world? Mom, you didn't need to tell him anything inappropriate. All you needed to say was that gay people exist and his big brother is one of them. That's all.
I would never say that to him.
Why not?
Because.
If I had a girlfriend, would you have the same issue?
No.
And why is that?
Please, just try to understand where I'm coming from. I simply don't want Sammy to know about non-traditional relationships. That's all.
History is so boring. Mr. Crawford just spent 20 minutes explaining the teapot cone scandal. I swear I learned all of this stuff last year. If you did, you'd know it was the teapot dome scandal, Einstein. Okay, I get it. My boyfriend's smarter than me. Don't rub it in. So how's math? Fine. You brought some of those leftovers for our lunch, right? Yeah. Darren, is something wrong? No, why? Be honest with me. Okay, fine. I just got some texts from Mom. Uh-oh. More babysitting? Honestly, man, I know she keeps you busy all the freaking time, but she's really not that bad. I had a lot of fun talking with her last night. I think we really hit it off. Yeah. So what did she want? She told me that you can't come over anymore. Seriously? Not cool. Forget everything I just said. I'm sorry. I thought you two were getting along too. And Sammy seemed to really like you. But I guess Mom still has a problem with us dating. She doesn't want Sammy to learn about anything inappropriate. Well, I did teach him the Spanish word for diarrhea. You know that's not what she meant. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. So what did you say? You told her no, right? Not really. Darren, you didn't stick up for me? I did. Kinda. So you told her that I'm your boyfriend and she can't ban me from seeing you? Not exactly. Jesus, man, so that's it then? I'm never allowed in your house? Not never, just not when Sammy's home. Oh, that makes it so much better. I'm sorry, okay? Are you mad at me? Yes, I'm mad. Have some balls, man. I mean, you're a freaking slave in that house. She makes you do everything. The least you could do is push back on this one thing. Do I mean that little to you? No, I love you, Miguel. It doesn't seem like it. Please, Miguel.
Hi, how's your day? Did you remember to take the clothes out of the dryer?
Yeah.
Darren, you can't keep acting like this.
Like what? I've done everything you want, Mom. I've helped Sammy with his homework. I finished the laundry.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Then what?
Your attitude. You've been moping around all week. It's making Sammy anxious. Can't you, I don't know, smile more or something?
For real?
Yeah. No offense.
And how would you even know if I'm smiling? You're never home.
Sammy tells me.
What do you expect from me, Mom? I do everything you tell me. I'm working my butt off here, and Miguel isn't even talking to me anymore because of you.
Oh, honey, did you two break up?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, that wasn't my intention.
Sure it wasn't. You banned him from seeing me, and now you're surprised that we're having problems?
I didn't ban him. I just didn't want him around Sammy.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it? I'm always with Sammy because you're always making me watch him. I feel like I'm the parent in this house, and I hate it. I hate all this responsibility. I just want to be a teen. I just want to have a boyfriend. I want a life, Mom, and instead I'm stuck here doing laundry. But yeah, okay, I'll make sure to smile more.
Darren, you're not the only one with stress in your life. I'm still in the office and I probably won't be coming home for a while. I'm swamped here and I can't deal with any more of your whining. I'm sorry.
Hey, I know you're probably still mad at me, but I wanted to tell you that I miss you. A lot. You don't have to say anything. I miss you too. Are you still mad at me? Yep. I know, and I'm sorry. You deserve better. You do too. Are things still tough with your mom? Yeah, she's not even here and she's still making my life miserable. She just texted me to remind me to smile more. Oof. So I'm guessing you can't hang out. I'm at the mall right now. Yeah, it's a pass. I'm watching Sammy. Surprise, surprise. Hey, look on the bright side. The more time you spend with him, the more he'll grow up to be just like you. He won't pick up any of your mom's bad habits. You'd think so, but I think she already has her hooks in him. What do you mean? I was trying to get him to brush his teeth last night and he shouted at me. He called me the F slur. Oh, yeah. 3 guesses where he learned that word from. What did you do? I left him there. So he went to sleep without brushing his teeth. He'll deserve every cavity he gets. I don't know what to do, Miguel. I feel like I'm trapped. Tell me what it's like. What's like? What's it like to live with a family that actually likes each other? It's pretty great, actually. My sisters are at the mall with me right now. Danny's looking at dresses, and Gabriella's flirting with the hot dog guy again. How nice. How aggressively normal. As for me, I'm cleaning up Sammy's Legos while Mom is doing whatever at the office. You sure she's at the office? Where else would she be? She basically lives there. Let me send you something. Oh my god. Yep, she lied to you, Darren. She's at the mall. Oh my god. And who's the silver fox she's with? You didn't tell me she was dating anyone. That's her boss, Richard. Really? They seem pretty cozy together. Her married boss. Okay, this is a lot to unpack. Can I call you? No, but if it's possible, can you try to get more photos of the two of them together? Like a secret spy mission? Totally. Hey, Mom, you still at the office? Yes, of course. I see. Well, I just wanted to apologize for how I was talking to you earlier. I know how hard you've been working lately, and I want you to know how much I appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank you, honey.
So, did you confront her about the affair? Not yet. Why not? I sent you like 20 pictures. Yes, and thanks again. So when are you going to say something? Tomorrow evening, at dinner. Okay. I have a whole plan set up. When Mom came home last night, I told her how much I admired her work ethic. I really laid it on thick. And after a bit of manipulation, I convinced her to invite Richard to dinner. Her boss/lover? Yep. And he's coming. With his wife. Oh my god, that's perfect! It is. And I want you to be there too. Really? Your mom's fine with that? No, but if you show up after they do, she'll be too embarrassed to turn you away. If you're okay with that, of course. I'm down, 100%! Thanks. I want to have a front row seat. I can't believe I'm here. I know. Do you see how Mom and her boss keep avoiding glances? It's so awkward. So when are you gonna say something? Right after Mom brings out the dessert. She actually made dessert for this guy? She must really like him. Nah, I made all the food. She's just taking the credit. Oh, got it. Great lasagna, by the way. Thanks. Be sure to compliment Mom for it. See what she says. Will do. I like your new shirt, by the way. Got it at the mall. It looks good on you. You're very handsome. I wish I could say that out loud instead of just texting it under the table. You look pretty good yourself. Okay, 5 more minutes and then all hell breaks loose. Wish me luck. Darren! Where are you? I left with Miguel while Richard's poor wife was screaming at you. But don't worry, I stayed for most of the good stuff. I'd rather not talk. I think you need to calm down first. You ruined my life! How could you do that? So it's my fault that you lied to me for months about working late? Come on, Mom, you know you had it coming. I was humiliated! Richard fired me! Really? After slaving away on your hands and knees to please him? You're such a hard worker, Mom. How can you do this to your own mother? Cheer up, Mom. You really should smile more. With your talents, I'm sure you'll find another horny businessman to work for. But make sure that Sammy doesn't know what you do at the office. You don't want him to learn about non-traditional relationships, right? So I've been staying with Miguel's family for the last 2 months. I really love it. They have me pitch in with some of the chores, but it's not that much, and here I actually feel accepted. I'm staying in their little guest house, and Miguel's mom said I could stay with them for the rest of the school year, but I think it's about time to move back home. Since I exposed Mom's relationship with her boss, she's really changed. First, she sent me a bunch of angry texts, then she stopped calling me completely. But in the last week or so, she was finally able to apologize. She said she understood why I wanted to lash out at her, and she promises not to take advantage of me again. She also says that she's happy Miguel and I are still together. I don't know if she's completely on board with having a gay son, but she's getting there. And at least she knows that after everything she did, she'd be a grade A hypocrite for criticizing my normal, drama-free relationship. She got a new job, too. She works at a stationery store with a bunch of elderly women, so I think she's going to do okay. She's spending more time with Sammy, and both of them seem a lot happier now. I'll probably move back in with them next month, but if she gives me any grief about Miguel, I'm out of there, and she knows it. Fingers crossed it'll work out. All I want is a family that actually likes each other. Hello, sir. Do you have a minute? Hi, Tommy. Yes, I do. I don't see you in the office. Oh, I'm not there, sorry. But we can communicate through texts. Okay. Is this about the Lloyd file? No, I'm already done with that. It's waiting on your desk for approval. Really? Wow, that's some speedy work. Thank you, sir. No, really, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. I will. I'm very happy here. Which is why I wanted to let you know that I was just talking with Diane in HR. Uh-oh, is there a problem? No, no problem. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. But I have recently started a relationship with someone else in the office, and I wanted to make sure we were following the rules. And we are. We're in different departments, so it doesn't go against company policy, but I had to inform HR and fill out the paperwork. And Diane said I had to let my boss know, so that's why I'm texting you. Oh, sure. Is that it? Thanks for letting me know. Cool, I figured it wouldn't be an issue. Not at all. In fact, any incentive that encourages you to stay with the company for as long as possible is a good thing. Thank you, sir. I'm not sure about the HR policy, so am I allowed to ask who it is? Someone in accounting. Really? Sherry? No judgment, of course. What? No, definitely not Sherry. Why would you think that? She's twice my age. She's the only one in that department who isn't married. It's not Sherry. You're not dating a married woman, are you? No, sir. You don't have to worry about that. It's Bradley. Bradley Fletcher. Sir? Are you still there? I am. Thanks for informing me. Goodbye. Bye, sir. Did you tell Mr. Hardy? Yeah. Did you tell Mr. Diaz? Yep. I guess we're official now. Aren't you glad we talked to HR? I guess. Tommy, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Busy? Actually, no. I finished all the urgent files and I'm already a few weeks ahead of schedule on everything else. Things here will be pretty easy until the end of the quarter. That's when all hell breaks loose. Great. About the easy schedule, not about hell breaking loose. So, does this mean what I think it means? What? That you can take time off next month. You can be my +1 at Greg and Jody's wedding. I don't know. Probably. I have to ask for the time off, though. Great. Seems easy enough. Mr. Diaz already signed my leave request. Bradley, something weird happened today. Maybe. I don't know. What? When I told Mr. Hardy that I was dating someone in another department, he was super supportive. Good. You do work more than anyone else in marketing. I know, and he knows it too. But when I told him that you were the one I'm dating, he got kind of weird and cut off the conversation. Uh-oh. I don't know if it was just in my head, but the tone definitely changed. But I thought Mr. Hardy liked me. I know he does, or did. I think he might be upset that I'm gay. He didn't know? I guess not. I thought he did. Back when Chris and I were still together, he always asked how he was doing. Maybe he thought Chris was a woman. Maybe. Well, crap. Do you think this will cause any problems? No, I don't think so. He knows how much he needs me. He was probably just shocked in the moment and didn't know what to say. You think so? Yeah, he's a good man. Okay. But just in case, maybe wait a couple days before you request that vacation time. Yeah, I will. Hello, Tommy. Are you in the office? No, I had to step out to pick up some new brushes with the art supply place. I know. I can see that you're not here. I'm sorry, is there a problem? The only problem I see is an employee with a loose definition for work hours. Oh, well, I'll be sure to properly sign out in the future. I didn't realize we'd changed the rules. These have always been the rules. It's about time that we start following them. Hey, just checking in. Is there a reason you canceled on our lunch? Yeah, I had to work through it. Really? I thought you were ahead of schedule. I am, but Mr. Hardy is being a slave driver and he's having me make up for hours when I was running work errands. Whatever. I'll be even more ahead than I expected. Do you think Mr. Hardy is trying to punish you? He's just acting moody, that's all. Okay. It's probably just stress. I wouldn't worry about it. Well, it's not just stress. Told you so. What did he do? I just got out of my performance evaluation. That bad? It was terrible. Literally nothing good, despite all the positive feedback he's given me for years. So, did he make things up? Not specifically, but he's written a full summary of all our big projects this year, and he's giving me no credit for any of it. Even in the listings where I should have gotten project head, he's just stuck my name in the bottom as extra help. Extra help? It's demeaning, right? Frickin' extra help. I ran that stupid department for months. Hardy is never here unless he's shaking hands and taking credit for things we did. Things you did. Exactly. And to get such negative comments. You know this means I won't get my end-of-year bonus. Really? It's like he wants to hurt me. Do you think he does? I don't know. Tom, please think about this. Do you have reason to believe that he's lashing out at you because he found out you were gay? I don't know. Well, frickin' find out. And I'm assuming you haven't put in your leave request yet. Of course I haven't. I was too busy being told what a waste of oxygen I am. You might as well request it. I have to know how to RSVP, and it doesn't seem like waiting any longer will change his answer. You're right. Yeah, I'll fill out the form. Hello, Tommy. I see the paper you left on my desk. Yes, I was hoping to talk to you about it when you got in. No need. I can read it. It says you're requesting 5 days of vacation time. That is correct. And may I ask where you're going? Italy. Italy? Really? And may I ask whom you're traveling with? Bradley. I see. Well, I'm sorry to do this, but you simply can't take off these days. But sir, I've already done most of my work already. I know that I'm going to be pulling 20-hour days when end of quarter rolls around, so I'll definitely get my hours in. I just need this week free. I'm sorry, the request has not been approved. I was worried you'd say that, so I checked with the employee handbook that I borrowed from HR. I wanted to make sure I did everything by the book. So in the case of a leave request filed over a week before the scheduled date of departure, a supervisor has no right to deny a request without a written, approved justification from the department head. I see. You really want to go on this romantic getaway, don't you? I don't know how romantic it'll be. This is for our friend's wedding. Your friends? Have they chosen to get married in Italy because their marriage wouldn't be legal back here? What's that supposed to mean? I'm sorry, but you will not go on this trip. But I just told you the rules. You can't reject a leave request without the department head. You're right. As the lowly manager in this situation, I can't reject your request. So I'm approving it. Really? Yes, I guess I have to. But I do not approve these dates. What? But that's when they're having the wedding. Then I guess you can't go. And there's nothing the department head can do about it. I approve this request for literally any other dates. Sorry. Fine. No luck. Tommy! I know, I tried. But Mr. Hardy hates me now. There was literally nothing I could say. But you told me he couldn't refuse. Right? Isn't that what you said? That's what the employee manual says. Then tell him you're going. I can't. He approved the request, but he rejected the dates. But that's not fair. It's not, but it's how he can get away with screwing me over once again. I'm furious right now. Not with you. I know you did your best. How could Hardy do this to his own employee? Yeah, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to find a new job. You know I love it here, and I'm really good at what I do. I can't lose all that just because of a stupid boss. Okay, but don't put up with any more of his crap, okay? You need to stand up for yourself. You make it sound so easy. Mr. Hardy, why was I not included in our office party? Hello, Tommy. Yes, we all missed you at our little shindig. But it was a department-wide celebration of our high sales. Only the top earners were invited. Literally everyone was invited except me, including Juan and Rada. Who? The janitors. You didn't invite me, but you invited everyone else in the office, including people you don't even know by name. And I'm the top seller. You can make up whatever you want about me, but sales figures don't lie. Yes, you've worked on some high-earning accounts. But you never do it alone. You're always riding off the work of others. You know that's not true. I partner on those projects because I'm training the others. Because you asked me to. Yes, well, if we only count the numbers of sales that you've worked on alone, your number would be close to 0. Sir, are you disappointed with my work? What? Are there actionable steps that I need to be taking right now to improve my work performance? And if there are, I would need those written out and itemized as soon as possible. Done. Hey babe, how's the wedding? You are missing the vacation of a lifetime. We're in a freaking castle. A real one, and it's even bigger than the one at Disneyland. Wow, I'm sorry. Everyone's asking about you. We'd have so much more fun if you were here. Yeah, well, I'm too busy stuck in the office twiddling my thumbs all day because there's nothing for me to do here. You're still angry? You think? You're gonna come home with a tan and a new lease on life, and I'll be here waiting for you, silently wanting to punch myself in the face. You won't punch yourself in the face. I know I won't. It's a figure of speech or something. Sorry. I'm just trying too hard to hold it all in, and I'm seething because I know that this would have been the perfect time for the trip. Next week is when I'll be scrambling to get everything done. You really need a vacation. A vacation! That's it! Huh? Tommy, I think you just had an epiphany or something, but I don't understand what just happened. Tommy? Hello, Tommy. This is your boss, Mr. Hardy. We were expecting you at work at your usual time, and yet you are not here. I trust there is no car trouble interfering with your work? No car trouble. Then where are you? Italy. I asked Bradley to extend his vacation time, and I hopped on a flight last night. What? You can't. We need you here. Do you? But I'm not a top earner, right? I don't even merit an invitation to our office party, so I must not be that important, right? Come back here right now. Or what? Or you're fired. You wouldn't do that. You need me there. And after this week, everyone will know how much work I've put into that place. Yeah, good try. I know exactly what you're trying to do. And what's that? You're on a one-man strike. But trust me, we can cover for you. There's 15 of us here. Okay, good to know because I won't be answering my phone during this trip. I'll see you next week. And why would you think you have a job next week? Because I didn't do anything wrong. You have no reason to fire me. You left the office for Italy without permission. But you already gave me the permission, remember? You approved my leave for any other dates besides the ones listed, so I chose this week. On purpose? You know how many deadlines we're facing all at the same time. I do. That's why I was so surprised that you rejected those non-busy days. But I didn't argue. I'm sure you had your reasons. Come back here! Fine, don't answer me. Whatever. You are so fired. Please come back. Tommy, we need you here. Hello, you've reached Thomas Barnes. He is on a much-deserved vacation and will not be answering your calls. Have a wonderful day. Tommy! Tommy, please, I'm sorry for everything. Hello, you've reached Thomas Barnes. He is on a much-deserved vacation and will not be answering your calls. Have a wonderful day. Please, I know you're there. I'm here. You're the best worker in our department. You know it. I know it. I'm so sorry for making you feel differently. I never felt differently. I've always known that I'm good at this. And I'm guessing you need me back in the office? Yes! We're going to miss all our deadlines without your help. So you did lie on my performance evaluation. Can you come back or not? It depends on how you answer these questions. Did you lie on my performance evaluation? Yes! Okay, good to know. And my last question, the big one, why did you reject my leave request? Because I didn't want you and that man to go on a vacation together. And why's that? I'm sorry, okay? It was a mistake. I always saw you as a mini-me. I don't have any children of my own, and I saw you as this smart go-getter who was going to one day run the whole company. And when my image of you changed, I behaved poorly. Got it. All understood. So can you come back? Hard pass. But good luck. You will not believe the chaos that unfolded in my office while I was gone. Literally all our reports were late, and when Mr. Hardy finally got everything ready for the directors, most of the figures were incorrect. Obviously, the company was not happy. When I got back to work the following Monday, Mr. Hardy had already been fired. He tried to place the blame on me, but I explained everything that happened. I had all our conversations documented, and the directors knew who was really at fault. This happened a few months ago, and since then, I've done my best to get everything back on track. I've been promoted to Mr. Hardy's position, and unlike that homophobic idiot, I know how to treat my employees well. Since I've taken over, sales have gone up over 60%. Oh, the vacation was great, by the way. Bradley proposed. Great job tonight, honey. Your lip sync was amazing.
Thank you. You liked the new wigs?
The Barbara one was perfection. And I love the new bar. They've really killed it with the renovations.
I guess. It's still not as good as the one in town. And the hour-long drive is making me crazy.
Don't start that again.
You know why you can't perform in town. But it's been 2 years. Don't you think it's time?
To move? You know we're still saving up.
No, to tell your stepmom about me. About us. Don't you think it's time? What's the worst that can happen?
She disowns me and kicks us both out of our house.
But you're 20. She hasn't been your legal guardian for 2 years.
But I'm renting from her.
Exactly. We're paying to stay on her property, and it's not cheap.
It's cheaper than any other rentals in town. She could make a lot more money from someone else. And if she kicks us out now, we won't be able to afford a new place, not until we save up enough money.
I know. I'm just tired of living in secret as soon as I get home.
Not every family can be as supportive as yours.
Your dad would have been, and it's his property. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I know how much you miss him.
Yeah. When are you coming home?
2 hours, tops. I have an encore.
Lots of tips tonight. Great, honey. When you get back, let's discuss this more, okay? I hate that you're upset. Jake, I'm sorry.
I know. Max, I need the rent tomorrow.
What? We have another week.
I know, but your brother has another dental problem. Max, please answer me.
I'm sorry about Travis's teeth, again, but I'll pay you at the end of the month as usual.
Max, your father and I raised you better than that. Family comes first, remember?
Fine. I'll take it out of my savings.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I don't appreciate that kind of tone.
What tone? We're texting. There's no tone in a text.
There it goes again. Maybe if you started coming to church again, you'd remember how to respect your mother.
I'm sorry. In the future, I'll try to give you all the respect you deserve.
Thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. You know that roommate that's staying with you, Jake?
Yeah, I know my own roommate.
I've decided to evict him. Be prepared for another tenant to move in at the beginning of the month.
What? Why?
Sandy from church told me about his job. I assume you're not aware of what he does to earn a living.
He's a bank teller.
Yes, but at night, he has a different job. I'm sorry that you had to find out this way, but your roommate is a transvestite. He dresses in women's clothes and degrades himself for money. Obviously, he can't stay on my property with that kind of lifestyle.
Karen, he's not a transvestite. No one even uses that word anymore. He's a drag queen, and a damn good one. He makes more in one weekend than both of us make in our normal jobs all week.
So you knew about this?
Yes.
And you're fine with it?
I love his shows.
That's disgusting. You're disgusting for enabling that kind of deviance.
Stop. You're not kicking him out, and you're not going to say anything to him, all right?
Max, what is your relationship to this man?
He's my boyfriend. I love him.
You're one of them too?
I am.
That's it. You're both kicked out of my house, and I never want to see you again.
What about family comes first?
You're not family. Not anymore. And honestly, I never saw you as a son anyway. I always knew there was something wrong about you.
Where do you expect us to go?
As far away from here as possible. Your father would be so disappointed.
Hey babe, I just heard your voice message and I couldn't understand a damn word through all the crying. What's wrong? Karen found out.
About my shows?
About everything. She kicked us out.
She can't do that. There's gotta be a law.
Not in this state. We're screwed. And she said that she never wanted to see me again.
No big loss there. The woman's a bigger bitch than any of the queens I work with.
True.
Honey, it'll be okay. We'll think of something.
But what?
We have enough for a shitty apartment somewhere, at least for a couple months. We'll each take extra shifts. We'll be okay.
I'm so angry.
Me too. Maybe you can talk to your brother? He's not indoctrinated into the church like Karen is.
Travis? The guy's a moron who doesn't even brush his teeth. And he hates me.
But he's our age. Maybe he'll understand our situation. Just convince him to talk to Karen about changing her mind.
I guess.
It's worth a shot.
A long shot.
Max, whatever happens, we'll get through this. You and me. We're family.
I love you. Travis, hi. Long time no see. How's the teeth?
I'm at the dentist now. It's taking forever.
Sorry to hear that.
What do you want?
Have you talked with your mom?
Plenty of times.
I mean, lately, about me.
No? Why? Did you do something bad?
Not at all, but she's kicking me out of my house.
Really? She can do that?
Yeah, I have a week till the end of the month. Sucks, right?
Dude, I don't want to get in the middle of this.
Can you talk with her?
I can't talk to anyone. My mouth is all messed up. And no, I won't talk with her. I won't help you with the will. I won't do anything. You're barking up the wrong tree.
The will?
Yeah, solve your own problems.
Why do you mention Dad's will?
Never mind. Forget about it.
Okay. So, how'd it go with Travis? He said he doesn't want to help me. So much for brotherly love, huh? I guess it doesn't apply to stepbrothers. Yeah, I didn't expect much from him. But he mentioned something weird. What? He said something about Dad's will, and then he clammed up. Do you think that's important? I don't know. But I've never actually seen it, and I guess Karen has it stashed away in her house. So what are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to sneak in there and have a look. Maybe Karen's keeping something from me that I don't know. Shouldn't you just call a lawyer? No! Lawyers are expensive and slow. I have to do this today. Can you help? I'm at work. Yeah, but can you message her? Ask her to meet you somewhere. I need to make sure she's out of the house. Okay, I guess I can think of something. Karen, how are you, sweetie? This is Jake. Why are you messaging me? So my boyfriend, Max, filled me in on your issues, and I completely understand. My issues? Exactly, and I'm so sorry that you feel this way. Obviously, you and your church friends don't understand the magic and beauty of a real drag show. That's not the problem. Oh, I think it is. Which is why I wanted to put on a show just for you. What? It starts in 10 minutes and I really think you should attend. I've already invited all your friends. And I know that money is tight for you, so don't worry, it's completely free. I'd never go to one of your shows. Shame, all your friends will be there. And mine too, Rita Letter, Shandana, and even Miss Little Sparkle. You just have to come. I would never! Your church is on 7th, right? Blessed Days, the one with that nice little stage out front? It'll be perfect for us. We just need to move the little manger figurines out of the way. How dare you! See you there. Is she gone yet? I just saw her speed out of the driveway. Whatever you told her seemed to do the trick. What did you say, anyway? Oh, I just invited her to tea, that's all. Well, I'm going in now. Good luck. Oh my God. What is it? Honey, I found the will. And? It's all under my name. Our house, and Karen's house too, and Dad's old bank account. It all became mine when I turned 18. What? I know! What are you going to do? I'm taking the will now. Meet me at home when you get off work. I'm going to get a lawyer now. I think we can afford one. How dare you lie to me? The church was empty! Oops. If I weren't already evicting you, I'd press charges. For what? Hello? So, what did the lawyer say? You won't believe this. The lawyer's name is Tom. Really nice guy. Kinda cute. And he's already my personal lawyer. Wait, what? Karen found the will and realized that Dad left her nothing, so she had Travis go in and pretend to be me. Really? Yeah, that's why Tom didn't believe who I was at first. Your teeth are too nice. At first he wouldn't meet with me, but then I showed him the will and my ID. Damn. I know. Apparently, after Dad died, Karen had her idiot son start forging my name on tax docs and all sorts of stuff. They squandered all the money out of the bank account, but still have the properties under my name. That's disgusting. So he agreed to work with me. I guess I'm technically already his client, so no conflict at all. What Karen has done is very illegal, like we're talking felonies. And if I want to press charges, he'll help me every step of the way. Do you want to press charges? What do you think? Karen won't need to stay in my house if she moves to a nice, cozy jail. But what about Travis? I mean, he's just as guilty. Maybe, and he's always been kind of a jerk. but I don't hate him as much as his mom. He might be too much of an idiot to realize what trouble he's in.
So you're gonna let him go?
I don't know. I think I'll message him. Give him one more chance. That doesn't sound like you. And maybe mess with him a little in the process. Love it. That's my man. Travis, are you done with the dentist?
Stop messaging me. My mouth is in pain. I'm not in the mood.
Just hear me out, just for a second. I ran into my lawyer, Tom. He was surprised that I looked so different.
Oh,
Is that all you're gonna say?
I screwed up, didn't I? Yep, I'm sorry.
Make me believe it.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I pretended to be you, but I didn't know that I'd get caught.
That's not much of an apology, especially after all of my money you spent.
You're right. I never should have done it. I messed up, okay? My bad.
And that's the whole apology? Look, I could send you to jail for a long, long time if I make a big deal out of this. Convince me not to.
I'm sorry. I don't want to go to jail.
Keep apologizing. What else did you do?
I'm sorry for beating you up in school and telling everybody you had herpes and breaking Dad's laptop and blaming you for it.
That was you?
And I'm sorry for giving you the nickname MaxiPad and for letting Mom force you to move into the other house. I'm sorry for everything.
You made up the MaxiPad nickname?
I thought it was funny at the time.
Wow. You are so going to jail.
No, you can't, please. What will Mom think?
Oh, she's going too, after what she did.
Mom had nothing to do with it. I made sure she never read the will all the way through.
What? This was all your plan? But you're an idiot.
I guess I'm smarter than you think.
Not smart enough, apparently. But seriously, Karen doesn't know that I own the houses?
No, you're not gonna tell her, are you? Max? Max?
I think she'll figure it out when the police arrive to pick you up.
Please!
If you say anything to her first, I'll make sure you get the longest sentence possible. Do you understand?
Yes.
Hi, Mom. I told you never to talk to me again. Your friend just played a very cruel prank on me. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Stop messaging me. I'm going to block you. You don't know how to do that. I'll have my son show me. Goodbye. Wait. I promise to stay away forever. I just need one bit of closure first. Okay? Fine. Did you ever love my dad? Of course I did. Did you ever love me? What are you getting at? I don't want to play any of your stupid games. Please, just answer. Did you ever love me? No, I tried, but no. And when you found out I was something you didn't like, you didn't have a problem kicking me out of your house, right? You're not going to make me change my mind. Please answer my question. Yes, I kicked you out. Deal with it. Even though I'm family, it's okay to turn your back on me. I told you before, you're not my family anymore. And if something happens and I magically become straight, would you let me move back in? No, you've gone too far. You're an embarrassment. I see. No matter what I say, you won't change your mind. Never. Okay, that's all I needed to know. So, we're done here? I'll never have to see you or your lover ever again? That's right. Because I'm kicking you out. I have Dad's will, the one that your real son hid from me. And because you're no longer my family, you will no longer be welcome on my property. What? What did Travis do? Dad willed me both houses, and Travis pretended to be me without telling anyone. Travis thought of that? But he's an idiot. I know, right? Anyway, it looks like he's going to jail and you're gonna be homeless. No! You can't kick me out! Read through our messages again. I'm going to do exactly what you were doing to me. And nothing you say will change my mind. Family comes first, right? Well, Jake is my family. You never were. I think your son is in the other room. I'm guessing you two have a lot to talk about. Better be fast. The police are on their way. Please, Max, I take it back. I love you. Please. I'm coming home now. You're leaving early from work? I have to. I gotta hear what happened. Oh, it was epic. I wish I could have seen Karen's face when her only family member was taken away by the police.
So Karen didn't get arrested?
She didn't break the law. She was just a bitch.
You mean your idiot brother planned everything?
Yep.
And Karen is going unpunished?
Well, she'll be homeless soon. That's a pretty big punishment. But the good news is we can move into their house. It's way nicer.
Really?
Yeah, you'll have plenty of room for your wigs. And we can sell the other property. Our money problems are over.
Thank God. But I'm sorry you had to lose your whole family in the process.
What? You're all the family I need. It's been about a month now, and Jake and I have finally moved into my stepmom's old house, my new house. Jake has all sorts of decorating ideas for this place, but it's my childhood home, so I don't want to change things too much. So much of it still reminds me of my dad. We're in the process of selling the other house, and we've already had a couple offers, including from a nice lesbian couple that's moving into the area. I think we'll go with them. Travis is awaiting his trial. They haven't set a date yet, but it should be at the end of the month. My lawyer told me that we have a really good case against him. He stole a lot of money. He tried calling me from jail, but I didn't answer. I'm guessing the living conditions will be hard for him, but hey, at least the American prison system supplies toothbrushes. And as for Karen, I don't know where she went. She didn't have many friends to begin with, surprise, surprise, but now that everyone knows all the crap that she and her son put me through, I don't think anyone in this town is willing to take her in. The other day, Jake said she saw someone who looked a lot like Karen sleeping on a bench in the park. I thought about paying her one last visit, but I decided against it. She's my stepmother after all, and I should honor my promise to her, to stay out of her life and never see her again.